Hi, good evening. Welcome back tonight and thank you again for joining me. So tonight I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how and when or how often to clean your makeup brushes. I'm actually going to give you, I'm downstairs and in my studio area, so I'll give some of you just a brief tour of my little studio here. I'm going to turn the screen around so you can see as we're going through. So this is my little studio here, and I just have some work that I've done, posters up on my wall, some of my storage areas for my makeup brushes. This is all my airbrush, my Temptu airbrushing systems. Hi Lauren. My Zuka, my makeup bag, and makeup light. I actually have two sets of makeup lighting. Hi Jose. And Michael, good evening. I also have a large wheeled Zuka bag, which I don't carry quite as frequently because it gets very heavy. Just my nail station. I'm also a nail tech along with being a makeup artist. And I do have some items from a LimeLight. I have a spare Reiki skinny mirror if anybody is interested in that. Some items to go out, some of my retail. And I wanted to also share with you, this is where I store most of my makeup and nail products. You can see the top two shelves are basically all my nail supplies. Down here I carry spares of things. So I have here some of my Temptu airbrushing supplies. Down here some of my disposables. And I also wanted to show you, I always carry these in my kit. These are our Alcone makeup wipes, the make-off, and I keep those in individual packets for when I actually go out and do makeup on someone. I also wanted to share with you, I have a lot of extra supplies that I've purchased at the makeup show. So here is the Scandinavia, the setting sprays, which are the company that actually manufactures for us for LimeLight. And you'll see I have many different types and many bottles. It's something that's always been a staple in my kit. Some cleaning supplies. And then I have my little mannequin, Helen. So it's somebody when I practice hair. She's here, so I've done actually style for her. So coming out, we're going to head into my laundry room utility area. And I have a load of brushes to clean tonight. So this is from some jobs that I've recently done, and I've saved all the brushes to show you some things tonight. Over here, this is my pile of brushes that need to be done. So what I like to use is I like the Pry & Spirit for a quick clean. It's something that if I need to clean a makeup brush while I'm actually out doing makeup, I'm able to do very quickly. But I really wanted to show you here. This is our LimeLight by Alcone, our Come Clean. This is actually made by London Brush Company, and you can see my plethora of shampoo actually from the London Brush Company, the company that manufactures this for us. Ours is really nice and unique. It's been made with tea tree oil to disinfect as an antibacterial for all of our brushes, and also coconut oil, so it's all natural to deep clean the brushes. So sometimes what I like to do is also, as I'm cleaning the brushes, the Pry & Spirit also is extremely disinfecting, and that's very easy for me to wipe down the handles of anything that I may have actually gotten a little extra dirty from throwing everything in a bag to pack. And my lip brushes I like to soak so we get some more of this color out. So I am going to flip, and I'm going to place him using a little bit of a different setup tonight. So I'm going to place everything here so you can actually see me as I'm cleaning brushes. So I'm hoping the lighting is okay here. Oh, I also wanted to show you. So this is my Glamcore lighting that I actually use when I'm on set along with the makeup light. And Glamcore here is the company that actually makes the Reiki skinny mirror that we've been so fortunate to be able to carry and make available to all of you through LimeLight. So I did want to show you that actually I do use many of these products They are all professional products. So I'm trying to just make sure we can see the sink as I'm cleaning. And I wanted to tell you, it's a new year, so I always tell everybody it's a great time to start cleaning your makeup brushes. New year, once a month. I try to do it on my own personal brushes at least once a month, sometimes more frequently depending on how dirty the brushes are. And I'm going to show you from my personal stash here. My concealer brush tends to get pretty gunky. And particularly some of the shadow brushes that I use with the real dark colors. Today I did a nice dark gray smoky eye with some black. So this is something that I don't like to reuse, so I'll be washing that tonight. And also our Blenderful. So I wanted to show you how easy that was to do. So I'm going to open up the LimeLight shampoo. It's actually a solid concealer. So my goodness, a solid cleaner. So it's very, very easy to use. And what I'm going to do is turn on the water. And I like to use between a medium hot to hot water temperature. So it's a little too warm. I like to just put a little bit of water in here to start. And I'm going to start here with this brush. I always like to hold the brush down so that water is not always getting up into the ferrules so we don't lose any bristles. So I'm going to start by wetting the brush first. And once that's wet, I'm just going to swirl into the shampoo. And I'm going to clean in my hand. You can see it lathering up. So as it's doing that, I'm then going to actually work some of that cleaner through the brush. And then what I like to do is just rinse my hand a little bit. Ooh, it's pretty hot tonight. And I like to start by continuing to swirl here. I can then see how the shampoo is rinsing out of the brush. And once I see there's no makeup not only left in my hand but on the brush, I'll then just squeeze out just a little bit of shampoo left in there, so I want to make sure everything is very clean. I'm going to squeeze the brush out, check the handle, and make sure there's no makeup on there, and then I just set it aside to dry. And I really like to let those clean overnight. You'll see I have a plethora of many different varieties. I carry a lot of brushes when I go out, particularly to do bridal. I like to have as many brushes as I can so that I don't have to constantly clean in between and take up more time. So again, I'm just swirling and cleaning. I'm going to pull that through again. You can see I'm always angling the brush down. So I'm just rinsing through. It looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a nice squeeze. Again, check the handle. Now I am going to show you actually what I'm going to do with my lip brushes. So the Prime Spirits is a little bit stronger, which I like. I'm going to take a little bit also on a paper towel so that I can disinfect and clean the handles. So my lip brushes, what I like to do, lipstick and glosses have a little bit of a different consistency, so I like to just start by soaking that. And I'm going to stand this, let's see if I can angle you to see over here. So I have a little tin that I've actually just poured some of that Prime Spirit into. And I like to let these brushes sit and soak for a little bit, especially if I've done red. Oops, it's a little more difficult to get out of the brush. So I'm going to angle you back towards the sink again. And let's see, I'm going to pick up actually that one brush that I just showed you that was really, really dark and dirty. This wasn't the one. I have another one with all the black shadow on it. And I usually try to keep my own brushes separate. Here it is. So here's the color in there. Again, I am going to make that wet first. And you will start to see quite often the soap changing colors. Don't worry about that. You can actually rinse it, and then at the end of the night when I'm all done cleaning, I'll just wipe it out. Make sure we have no color left in there. It's nice and clean. I like to leave the lid off so it dries very easily overnight. And then I'm ready for the next time I'm going to use it again. So you can see now all the color that's in my hand. Hi Eve, how are you tonight? I'm so glad to see you on here. So I'm going to keep rinsing And now I'm really going to push a shampoo into the bristles. Now occasionally, especially if I'm out doing makeup, sometimes the red colors or very dark burgundy will actually stain the brush if it's an all-natural hair brush. This is a MAC brush and it's actually goat hair. So I'm going to show you how the brush looks now after I've cleaned it. I'm going to shake that out, and now you can see there is no more black in there. This discoloration is just from different colors that I've used that's discolored the brush. I want to also show you how easy it is to clean the Blenderful or any type of beauty sponge. And you can see mine's been well loved recently. This I try to do usually every 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to swirl that right into the shampoo. And I pretty much use all sides of that. So now what I'm going to do is start working it in, get a nice little lather coming out. And you can see a lot of the product is coming out now. You can see the nice lather I'm getting here. And I'm really cleaning all sides of it there. So I'm squeezing that into the sink. I'm going to give it a nice rinse. And I'm going to see if we need to do a second shampoo. I'm going to squeeze it out a little bit. That looks pretty clean. I still have a little bit of color here in a spot here. So I'm going to go back into the shampoo. And the shampoo and sponge cleaner, I do sell through LimeLight. We've been very lucky to have some of the best in the business actually start to contact LimeLight for us to be able to make these products available to you. So it is $28, and one of these tubs will last a really long time. I don't think I've actually ever completed one, but I always like to have extras on hand, especially since before we started making it available through LimeLight, I would usually buy it in New York at the makeup show, and like I said, buy it in bulk so that way while I'm out here in El Paso, I really have access to everything. So you can see I'm making sure all the soap moves out of my sponge now, the Blenderful. I'm going to give it a nice rinse and shake, and now you can see this actually looks like a brand new sponge. So this shampoo is really incredible. It disinfects again, like I said, just by using the tea tree, and it's all natural, vegan, and organic. Here's one of my billion brushes, the company that makes our brushes for LimeLight. I'm going to swirl that in here. I'm going to work that into the shell. And just give it a real good cleaning here. So now I'm going to rinse it out. And this one, I see I have a little bit of product on the brush. So again, I'm just going to clean that brush handle down so that when I go to use that on my next client, it is all nice and clean. One of the biggest problems, I always say, this is a mascara fan brush that I like to use. And sometimes this mascara is very stubborn and tough to get out. So again, I'm going to wet the brush, and I'm going to come into, actually it's been left in there 2 extra days, so I need to really get a lot of this product in here. And this one, you can see even as I'm squeezing it out, how much product it's actually removing. I'm going to come a little closer. So you'll see the mascara now, and this was a waterproof mascara that I used when I do bridal. I always like to use waterproof mascara, and it's really pulling that product out. So when I use waterproof, many times I'm going to come in and do a second cleaner, and I'm just pulling some of that extra mascara that's now been really softened out with my fingernail. So I'm going to come into the cleaner again and start working that through, and you can see there's still some black on my fingers, so there's still some of that waterproof mascara that's in the brush here. But now, as you can see, this is actually white. So you can see how this is becoming really nice and clean again. And now I have a beautifully clean brush to go ahead and use next time. And I'm going to sit down and clean that handle. So I'm not going to keep you on here all night long. I have a ton of brushes here to clean. Well, let me show you one of the lip brushes though. And this one I can see in the bottom of the pan had some red on it. So again, even though I've used that quick clean, I'm going to squeeze it out, come into my cleaner here, and really start working up through the bristles first. And I'm going to start coming back down, rinsing everything out, giving it a good swirl. And now you can see the brush there is absolutely not a spot of lipstick in there. Especially with the white candles, I always like to really give it a good extra cleaning down the handle. Again, I like to lay everything flat to dry. And if I was all done, I like to rinse the soap again. Just clean it out, give it a nice good clean, and then I would just set this out to dry along with my brushes. Again, the brushes you never want to dry with the handle up this way. When you do that, it actually, the water starts to sink down in, and there is glue and the ferrule here is crimped. That's a good way for you to lose bristles. So you never want to do that. I always say I spend a lot of money on my brushes, especially for the amount that I have here. So I always want to take care of them. So again, I'm going to show you, let's see if I can turn this around for you. So I always lay them flat to dry. Overnight is great, and then I'm able to put them away. I wanted to show you also how I store my brushes. So let me just turn this around and take it back over. In my makeup room, I have one of these amazing Smith carriers. So I have some palette knives in here. Again, you'll see a lot of the Delium tools in here, a lot of different brands. This one is almost empty. I only had a few brushes left. Again, fairly empty. Those are old brushes that are over on my sink to be cleaned. And a lot of foundation brushes and things like that. So I love this to be able to take with me on set. It's just easy to stand up and keep flipping through my panels and grabbing brushes. The other thing I like to use, and I think I just set that down, is, here we go, and that is, I'm looking for the name here on the side, there it is, it's a Cosette, I'll come this way, there we go, a Cosette vessel. And I like this, it's plastic, so that way I can clean it. I always like to sanitize that with alcohol when I'm finished using it. And it's got a screw on it, so it's great because what I like to do is I can stand my brushes right up in there, and I usually keep 2 of them. So I either do eye brushes and face brushes depending on how many clients I'm going to have for the day, or a lot of times what I like to do is clean brushes and dirty brushes, and then my dirty brushes always go into a baggie to come home and clean in between. So if for the night I wanted to show you all what to do, and again, I like to clean my brushes, my own personal brushes, at least once a month. Some brushes I do much more frequently depending on how I'm using them. I'm going to turn this around so maybe the light's on me and you can see me a little better. There we go. So you can see the power of the Glamcore lighting, and I actually don't have this all the way up. So just like the Reiki mirror, it has different settings, so it's great to be able to take from me. It's very flexible, and oh, hi Stephanie. No, the Parian spirit. Hang on a second. Here we go. And that's what I like to use on a quick clean, especially if I'm on set or with a bridal party. So, and I love my Glamcore lighting, both the Reiki mirror and actually my Glamcore lighting. They're very easy for me to carry around. Hi Charlotte. So everybody, I again want to thank you. Like I said, I'm not going to keep you here because I'm going to be a good hour cleaning this huge amount of brushes that I have here. Let me turn this around again. The brushes that I have here will take me a while to do a nice deep cleaning on them. And again, after I am finished with the makeup application, when I go out to do makeup, I always do the deep cleaning. So I'm very careful about making sure that everything is clean and sanitized. And I wanted to show you also, I actually did my lip gloss tonight. I did the Love lip gloss, which is a great color. You can see it actually has some color to it. It's not just a sheer color. So I wanted to share that all with you. And I would love it actually if you were to share this video with some of your friends. Maybe they don't know how to clean a brush properly or how often to do it. So I welcome you to share with some of your friends. And if anybody needs anything, please feel free to reach out to me. This is my life. It's what I love to do. Makeup and nails. And nails have really taken a backseat, but I'm hoping to go back into New York Fashion Week and help some friends out, and I'll be doing both makeup and nails on set, so I like having the availability to market myself just by having another sideline, another line to be able to do. And I know all my nail girls back east, I miss seeing all of you, and I know it's been difficult for you finding other people, but I'm hoping you're doing okay. And you can see I'm still doing my own nails, so I really enjoy doing that, and I do miss seeing all of you every couple weeks. You are all like family for me. Eve, the Ricky lighting is available for sale. It's $225, and that's what I usually use when I'm in my bathroom upstairs. It's what I use to put on my own makeup every day. A lot of the houses here, although I have a lot of light coming in, you can even see in my laundry room, everything is a different shade of brown. So I need the bright lighting to be able to really see my true colors when I'm outside. So you can see I have a nice pink on, and before I wasn't able to tell, and I kept packing on and packing on and packing on the pink, and it just really looked like I was a Barbie doll. So that wasn't the look I was going for, and I never realized it until I got outside in the daylight. So the Ricky mirror is available. I do actually have one at home that if you're interested, I can ship that right out to you. It's $225. It's great because it also comes with a magnifying mirror, 5 different settings on the light, an adjustable stand so I can put it in my bathroom. And it also has a really neat clip that'll sit on there so that I can put my phone on there and not have to hold it and have everybody jiggling around here. So if you want it, just message me, and I'll take care of sending that out directly to you. They're amazing, and like I said, a lot of these products are things that I have been using since I've been doing makeup. So I hope to see all of you again, and next week I'll be back. I'll be doing some other videos. I'm thinking about doing a brow video, and maybe a video of myself actually doing an Instagram look on one half of my face, what not to do, and then a very natural look on the other side of the face, which is what I generally do every day, even if I'm playing it up and doing some dark colors. So I'm going to try to have some fun with that and be a little silly and try to mimic some of these people that really are not sure what they're doing out there as they're calling themselves makeup artists. So I enjoyed having all of you here tonight with me, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you.